Hello there, you're with NDTV. I'm Maha Siddiqui. Lingayat Seer has been found dead in Karnataka. 45-year-old Basavalinga Swami was found hanging from the grills of the window of his room in his Mutt on Monday. The cops have discovered a suicide note left behind by the seer of the Kanchigal Bandemutt in Ramananagar district, which is about 60 kilometers from Bengaluru. The cops say that the suicide note mentioned that the seer was being harassed with defamation by a few persons in order to remove him from his position. Basavalinga Swami was the seer of the Mutt for 25 years. Now a case of unnatural death has been registered at the Kudur police station in Ramananagar. In the electoral power tussle in Karnataka, the Mutts play a significant role. So ahead of the crucial Karnataka elections as well, next year, will the cases emerging from the Mutts impact the politics? Let me now go across to our guest joining us on the show, Nagaraju Yadav, spokesperson of the Congress Party, Pramila Nisargi, member of the BJP, a senior advocate and former chairman, Karnataka Bar Council, and Tanveer Ahmed, spokesperson of the JDS, will join us shortly as well. Mr. Nagaraja, I want to come first to you. This is the second case that we are witnessing of an unnatural death in a Mutt. Another case happened in Belgavi as well, and similar, suggestions coming through in both these cases of harassment, of possible defamation, using audio clips. In this case, of course, there is a suicide note that has been found in order to, as has been alleged in that suicide note, to remove the person from the seat of the Mutt. How do you read these developments?
No, it's very unfortunate. This is not acceptable in any society like this, because the Mutts in Karnataka, especially in Karnataka, the Mutts are doing a wonderful job of giving education, and Annadaso have been giving midday meal to the children, and hostels have been built. They're doing a wonderful job. It's not, I'm not saying only it's Lingayat or non-Lingayat. It is not that. Nobody can talk like that. But actually speaking, this is what has happened. It should be investigated thoroughly, because such things cannot continue. Recently, as you said, that it has happened in Belgavi, and in 2021 it happened in the same Ramananagar district also, which is not acceptable to any society which is plural in nature, and humanity has been spoken of in the Mutts all the time. And now the Mutts are at question mark, and the Swamiji was served for 25 years and recently celebrated silver jubilee of his administration there, and today he's been committed suicide. Means some blackmailer. What I read it through the newspapers is that a person is being for defamation and blackmailing by local politicians or somebody connected there, should be investigated in detail. And I believe Santosh Babu, the SP of Ramananagar, has told that the abatement of case has been registered under IPC 306, which is acceptable, and a serious investigation to be taken place, because this has become a regular series in Karnataka. The Mutt Swamijis are committing suicide. This has to be investigated thoroughly, and this should not be used for political reasons at any cost by any political party.
Pramila Nisargi, as a member of the BJP, what can you assure today as far as the investigations are concerned in this matter? As I'm pointing out, this is not the first case we are seeing. We've seen a similar case emerging from Belgavi Mutt as well. So what kind of investigation will go into this matter? Because these are serious cases where we are perhaps seeing politics play out in Mutt at a level where somebody is being forced to take the extreme step.
According to my information, how far it is true, I am not aware. This is not, there is a conspiracy. In view of the election that is coming in the near future, the Lingayat Mutts are targeted. In other words, the Lingayat voters are targeted. That's the reason. I had this information about 2 weeks back. There was a meeting, I was told there was target all the Lingayat Mutts in Karnataka. Not only the Lingayat Mutts, they also want to target the Brahmin Mutts and other Mutts also. There is deep-rooted conspiracies by some people they are aiming at. What they are doing is, they want to say, go and threaten these Mutt Swamijis with some information saying that we are going to file a case against you for defamation. We are going to produce some CD involving you. They are threatening them, making them. They are not committing suicide on their own. They have been made to commit suicide in view of this threat that is being held. Now, the SP of Ramananagar or Belgaum, it is not a joke. Simply holding that there is a letter and we are holding an investigation, it is not sufficient. I want them to hold whether there is any conspiracy by any person in this behalf and whether they are going to target many more months. I just want them to prevent these things to happen. I'm sorry, I had a meeting with some people about last week and I told them in particular, I do not know which will be the next month which they are going to target.
Ma'am, that is why I asked you the question, what is your government doing? This is, if you are yourself saying that this is a conspiracy, then it needs to be investigated thoroughly.
It has to be done, madam. If there is a political conspiracy. You know, in view of the elections, I just can't tell who is behind it. But there is a conspiracy and it is for the government to take note of it and hold a conspiracy and give protection to all the religious mutts, irrespective of the community and caste.
Let me go across, ma'am, to Tanveer Ahmed. Since you are alleging some sort of a political conspiracy here, we have representatives from two other parties. Let me go across one by one to both of them. Tanveer Ahmed, first to you on this angle of political conspiracy going on, resulting in these deaths that we are seeing in the mutts.
I don't know about the political conspiracy what Ms. Pramila Nesargi is speaking about, but I can really certainly tell you that the state of Karnataka, it is absolutely a place where even the Mutt Swamijis are absolutely in danger. They are not protected. This Mutt, which we are talking about, is about 400 years old Mutt, and it is a Lingayat Mutt, and it is been under a very, very supreme Mutt of Siddhganga Mutt. But however, Ms. Pramila Nesargi, what she's talking about, it is your government. Central government is your, double engine government is yours. And if at all there is any conspiracy theory, please don't really come and shed crocodile tears here. It is your duty, it is part of the duty of BJP to please expose, because we always, I come from Siddhganga Matta, we have eaten of that Matta, and we are very proud of our Karnataka and Karnataka culture, the Mutt culture. If BJP is failing to protect, you can't really just say that, we want to be the protector of Hindu community. You need to really come out and do it. Vote politics, who's doing it? What exactly does Pramila Nesargi means by only Lingayat Mutts and Brahmin Mutts are targeted? Are they trying to say that Lingayats and Brahmins are supporters of BJP? Absolutely no. No Mutt really comes and supports any political party. The Mutts always protects humanity. The Mutts protects education. The Mutts protects the national integration.
Tanveer Ahmed, we know that the Lingayats are a very strong community in Karnataka, politically influential as well. Pramila Nesargi, you want to comment to what Tanveer Ahmed is saying, that you have a government, you have the onus of protecting the people, the Mutts.
That is the reason, madam. We have the government, our government is in now ruling our state. That is the reason why they are targeting. It's after all, our chief minister is a Lingayat.
But ma'am, law and order is with the government, right?
Hear me, madam.
Okay.
Yes, madam. That's what I'm telling you. Reason is because if they target the Lingayat Mutts, they personally perhaps feel that they can get the votes, they can distribute the votes, they can distort the votes. That's the reason. That's the reason they're targeting. No, not that I'm coming for the first time here. When I had the information about it, immediately I brought to the notice of the concerned people, and I've already asked them to protect all the Mutts, irrespective of the caste and community. I am not concerned only with this religious matter of Lingayats. Because the Lingayats are now, to begin with, are targeted, I have told them to protect them along with all other Mutts in our Karnataka.
Tell me which other Lingayat Mutt was targeted?
I do not know why these religious Mutts are targeted.
Pramila Nesargi, please tell which other Lingayat Mutt was targeted. Please be specific. Which one are you talking about?
Please hear me. Belgaum was targeted. Now Ramananagar is targeted. Do you want me to tell which are the other Mutts? I have already informed the person which are the other Mutts targeted.
All right. Nagaraju Yadav also wants to make a point, ma'am. Let Nagaraju Yadav come in there. Go ahead, sir. I'll come back to you, ma'am. I'll come back to you.
I heard the senior counsel Pramila Nesargi and the JDS spokesperson. I completely agree with JDS spokesperson. Now the madam senior counsel, and she was a ex-MLA also, and she is a senior member of the BJP. She cannot come and tell us that that somebody is targeting a Mutt or a particular community or particular person. It is the government, as the JDS spokesperson said, that the double engine government is here, and these are the people who took the religion to they use religion to political needs, and they got votes in the name of Hindu and Lingayat, and which is obviously known to the whole world today. But having said that, after getting the benefit, the Lingayat Mutts are not been protected, and they are trying to polarize by saying that even the Brahmin Mutts are been attacked. If this way a polarization takes place, openly seen, madam is trying to do a polarization out of this and trying to do politics out of it, which is not required at all. On the humanitarian grounds, they should see that the law and order is protected and the people don't commit suicide, and they don't have to live in fear.
Who is your
This is happening in Karnataka. Muslims are living in fear, minorities are living in fear, and Lingayat also and Raman also living in fear. Living in fear means what kind of an administration these people are doing?
Why Ramananagar? Who is there? Who is your MLA there? Who is your MLA?
It is not who MLA. Which government is there? Please talk about it. It is not the MLA running the government. It is the government run by the BJP, run by Bommai sir, and your home minister responsible for these things because they are not protecting the Mutt, not protecting any individual in Karnataka state. Whichever community they belong to, they live in a fear.
I'll have to ask both of you. To just calm down a bit. Pramila Nesargi, the bottom line of the question that is being asked of you is that, as you're yourself admitting that you had some information, now if information is available that there is some conspiracy that is taking place, then doesn't it become even more obvious that the government and the administration should step up? Are you admitting here that your government has failed in protecting despite having some sort of leads into these cases?
Madam, there are thousands of Mutts. It's not one or two. Each district has got. Now they are identifying. Concerned persons have been already informed to protect these Mutts. It's not that we have not taken steps. We have been doing it. Our duty is to protect all our religious institutions, irrespective of the caste and community. I do not want any more suicide. Anyone.
But, ma'am,
Tanveer Ahmed must come join with me.
That is Nagaraju Yadav questioning you, ma'am, not Tanveer Ahmed.
Tanveer Ahmed also said, Yadav also said, both of them must come forward. One represents JDS, another represents Congress. Both of them, all three parties are respecting religious Mutts. We are not enemies to religious Mutts. They have to protect Dharma.
I completely agree with that, madam. I completely agree with you. We all political parties respect the Mutt. But the issue is that you are in the helm of affairs. You are in the helm of affairs. Why are you not maintaining the law and order? Why people are living in fear? Today contractors are committing suicide. Committees are committing suicide. Then what is left today in Karnataka?
Modus operandi is the same.
No, it is same because...
All right, just a second. Pramila Nesargi, the other allegation that is being made is that this is an attempt to polarize because the critical Karnataka assembly elections are not too far away and Mutts play a very important role. Go ahead, ma'am.
Who has said polarizing? You asked me, I said, what is there behind it? Am I polarizing? Are these people who are sending some people to defame the Mutts? Who are these persons? We have to identify who are behind it. Who
is responsible for that? It is not the BJP's responsibility. It is not the ruling government's responsibility. It is not the government of India's responsibility.
Investigation is going on.
Tanveer Ahmed, would you concur with Nagaraju Yadav that this is an attempt to polarize?
Law and order is a state responsibility. Law and order is a state responsibility.
Let me, before I say, one second, Pramila ji, you are an honorable person, you are a respected person, you are a pretty senior. Now, let me just tell you, one part which Pramila Nesargi is absolutely missing, if at all she is blaming on conspiracy, it really shows that the Home Minister is absolutely a jobless Home Minister, the intelligence failure. And second part, regarding polarization, I think definitely Pramila Nesargi is absolutely right. Why? Because recently Panchamshali Mutt on a platform told Mr. Yediyurappa that if at all they have been not taken care, the Panchamshali Mutt is going to vote against BJP. So now they need to really come forward. See, Kalabeda, Kolabeda, Usiya Nudiyallu Beda, Tanna Barnasa Beda, Itara Haliyallu Beda. I'm sure Pramila Nesargi have read Basavana's Tattva. If at all she has not read the Basavana's Tattva, she need to really go revisit the Basavana's Tattva. I am telling you, as a Muslim, we used to eat in the
I can give a lecture of Basavana's. Don't say all that. You can't.
No. 1 second. You need to. Giving a lecture and following it is two different things. Giving a lecture, I don't know to give lecture, but I follow. I don't know to give lecture, ma'am, but I follow. I don't know to give lecture like you. The Basva Tattva to follow, you need to know Dayave Dharmata Moolavaya. Dayave Dharmata Moolavaya. I'm sure you have forgotten it. No, you have forgotten it. Dayave Dharmata Moolavaya. You need to really follow Basva Tattva.
All right, Tanveer Ahmed, what's the point that you're trying to make here? Are you saying that by floating these conspiracy theories that the Lingayat community or the Lingayat Mutts are being targeted, this is an attempt at polarizing?
Ma'am, actually, Mahasidiki, let me just tell you, the first responsibility of the government is to come forward and say, we are sorry, we are not able to protect the Mutts. And they need to really do a proper thorough investigation. Whether any person from any political party, BJP,
Congress, just a second, ma'am. Let Tanveer Ahmed finish, I'll come to you.
Mahasidiki,
yes,
any political party, let it be Congress, JDS, BJP, the Mutts needs to be protected because that is our identity, that is our Kannadiga identity. The Kannadiga identity, if it is in danger, all the political parties need to come forward. First, the ruling party. It is, you can't really blame any political conspiracy. Come forward. We will join you to protect the Mutts. Don't come here and do crocodile tears. You are the one who has killed the Mutts in Karnataka.
It is in danger. Mutts are in danger. Come and help. Help the government to identify the culprits. Come and help. Irrespective
of the culprit is you and your party. The culprit is you and your party. You have failed to protect them.
Pramila Nesargi, ma'am, I want you to give us a calm response to this. Just a second, ma'am. Just a second, ma'am. Pramila Nesargi, please hear me out, ma'am. Just hear me out, ma'am. When you are asking other parties to come together, I mean, that is a noble idea and a noble thought that you want to bring all the parties together. But at the end of the day, the administration is responsible, right? The government of the day is responsible. That is why those questions are being asked of you.
We want to help the administration. We want to help the administration. We want to bring them. Whatever the information I have already passed on. The precautionary measures have to be taken by the government and they are at it.
All right.
We want to see that.
All right, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Let's see what the investigations yield in the next few days, and then we'll get a sense of whether there is some sort of commitment to, in fact, provide that protection that all the three parties at least are on the same page about, that the Mutts need to be protected. Many thanks to all three of you for joining us here on this discussion this evening. With that, we're taking a very quick break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.